Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome into Flying with Mike. Boy, that's a way to wake you up. I know, y'all trying to get to sleep now. Ha ha! Not with Flying with Mike on. We have a treat for tonight. Aircraft change. We were going to fly the A320 from Barcelona, where we are, up to Bilbao to check out the new improved enhancements up at Bilbao. Don't know anything about it, but oh, sorry, folks. Got off work about an hour and a half ago, and yeah, we're a little tired, but we ain't gonna let that slow us down. Bilboa, if you're not familiar, X-Plane 12 in release 4.0 here in the last couple of weeks. That was the new and improved airport they did. We took, oddly enough, I wanted to see it before, so I had an idea what changed. I've got a bad feeling it's probably not going to be a whole lot, but it might. We don't know. We haven't been. We have not even taken a sneak peek to say, haha, I'm not telling till we get there. No, I haven't done any of that, so we will all see it at the same time. Or just flying back to Bilboa. However, the aircraft change is not only to the 737-800, but lo and behold, LevelUp released Stage 1 of version 2. And we're up to date with it. So we've got Ryanair on the deck, and not sure if they really do fly this route, but Millennium Aviation has them, so you know what? We're going to fly them. So that's pretty cool. Speaking of which, let's go ahead get that ACARS system rolling, because if I don't, you know I will forget. And you'll get to hear me go, oh man, forgot ACARS again. All right, logging in. All right, that was simple enough. Love it when it goes like a plan. Let's see here, like I actually know what I'm doing. Holy mackerel, that would be a first. All right, flight plans found. Here we go. All right, so again, we had a question yesterday. A friend of mine flying the 737-700 LevelUp asked about the flat engine bottom of the 737s NGs, actually all of them, I believe, other than the 200, if they have CFM6s on board. The big deal is if you put a 737-800 next to, just pick an Airbus, say 320, you're going to find the 320 sits higher off the ground. The 737 doesn't. So what Boeing did is they flattened the bottom part of the circle around the engines because they're a lot lower than the Airbus counterpart, we'll say. Now, the funny thing is the A3, pick your Airbus A320 or A321 Neos, bigger engines, still not flattened on the bottom. So that gives you an idea how much they're actually raised off the ground. And it's all a safety thing. In case those wild Flying with Mike wannabes out there come in hard and fast with the aircraft, they don't break it too badly. All right, so you can see we're on VATSIM. There is a lot of traffic at the moment here with the EasyJet cruise way over yonder. We probably need to be over there, but you know what? We like it here. Speaking of which, let's get up where we really like it, in the office. All right, so if y'all are ready, let's bring SimToolkit in. I've talked enough. It's time to do some of that thing they call piloting. First up, what is the route? Yes, we have an approach up. Go figure at this hour of the evening. Who in their right mind in Europe would be awake? Obviously, the guy controlling departure, approach, and so forth. So, ow, wow. Huh. ATIS, how far out does approach cover? Huh. Curious. Curious minds want to know. All right, but anyway, something doesn't look right. Oh, here it. Wow. Huh. Did something different. But here's your route. No, we're not taking off on runway 2. We're going to take off runway 6 right. And that's, we'll get to it in a second, but that's in the ATIS, the departure guide put out. All right, for the payload today, 30,800. Yes, sir. That's what we plan. Block fuel, 13,261. Yep, that's planned too. And 154 people want to go to Bilbao. So hope you all enjoy. We're going to be on a cost index of 27. Looks like we top out at 29,000 feet. Let's see if that seems to jive. That's only 289 miles. I think that's pretty decent. So who knows? We may get held up. Who knows? All right, so that's that. Our weather. Well, actually, this is for arrivals, right? That is the sucky thing. Sometimes all we get's the arrival. We'll get the departure information here in a moment. But safe to say, winds are 320 at 8. Wow, they're not putting us on the 25s? Huh. Must be something with noise abatement. Clear visibility, okay. Temperature 7 and dew point 5. So pretty nice day here. It's 45 degrees. Oh, probably about 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning there in Barcelona. So that's not bad considering 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning here in St. Louis. Oh yeah, we'll be back below freezing. So we'll be below 0 degrees Celsius and 32 for us here in the States. Although tomorrow here in St. Louis is actually shaping up to look pretty good. We could be back into the 40s, may brush 60 over time here. So again, we're in this little roller coaster of temperatures and all. Winter will explode on us here eventually, but right now, praise God, it's not happening at the moment. All right, so let's get this brought down. Let's get this plane brought up and headed out. By the way, that's one of the call, well, not the call sign, but the first 3 letters. That's what we were thinking of doing today, fueling. Okay, looking at the checklist, we have done a couple of things already. Let's get the testing going real quick. Oh, we have done a test flight in the NG here. And oh, you are in for a treat. That's all I'm going to say. All right, EECs are on. Passenger oxygen's closed. Looks good on there. ELT set. Going to a... Oh, I said go to a line. Be nice to me, plane. Interphones on. Dome lights in off. Okay, going to nav, 7 minutes to go. Engine reversers closed, and like I said, EECs. All right, coming down the blocks here, everything looks good. All right, and still looking good. All right, we said to 29. And what is Bilboa? 136. Okay, the logo light's now on. Everything's looking good here. Let's drop down, start the FMC process. LEBL. Okay, next page. Today is 30, so we'll go even on the bottom. Okay, route. I'll be honest, I say it a lot. I do not know if this is actually required information you're putting in your origin and destination because we're going to flight plan request. Don't worry, I haven't forgot. We got to load the plane still. Okay, let's stop there, head over here. Let me just show you how I got here. All right, so you'll come in your main menu, boom. Go to fuel, weight. Go to airside services. If you fly Zebo, this looks very similar, just a little different look to it. And then we click here, load your OFP, verify it, because you may have forgotten to actually load it into the plane. It's always a bad thing. Trust me, I've done that a couple times. I'm sitting here going, okay, passengers don't look right. Zero fuel, way off. What's up here? Activate. All right, I was kind of hoping for a jetway. All right, we're just waiting. I don't know if we're going to get a jetway or not. Yep, I don't know if we're too far away or what. We'll see, though. Anyway, so we are now loading cargo. Let's take a look. Some guess we're not. Oh, I know. Wait a minute. Nope. Yeah, I gotta load still some stuff in. Okay, no biggie. We'll fix that next time we fly it. Now the hint, boarding set no smoking switch to on or auto, and that'll trigger the load. But let's get back to what we were doing. Let's go to departure, and we're gonna run off. They're saying we're supposed, let me double check. All right, departure 6 right. I really don't like that runway. Where is 6 right, by the way? Okay, it's not too far away. I wasn't liking runway 2 either, so don't get, don't think that's what it was. If I remember right, he's not giving the weather. Here's the weather again, 330 at 10. Well, you know, we'll just do it. Welcome to Flying with Mike. We'll just do it. This is departures 6 right. After departure, contact available ATC before pass. This confused me. Oh, there's the what? Yeah. Half tempted to make sure. The cool thing is this airplane is not tough to make changes in. Hang on. But we are going to make the change with charts, so I'd like you to see that. All right, runway change. 6 right. Now, that's how simple it was. 1 knot tailwind. Okay, not bad. Now, oh, I thought I did it. Gee, yeah, yo. Change to. Okay, so our departure is no longer valid. So let's go to the departures page and figure out what could be. We got to get over to Gross. And looks like the Gross 3 is the departure. If I said arrival, my apology. All right, so we're going to fly out. You can see the routing out to Gross, on to Bilbao. And then we'll check in, make sure everything's cool up there. All right, so 6 right. So now let me scoot that away so you can watch here. No runway not available for SID. Okay, clear. Next, we're on the Gross 3R. Execute. All right, now I'm going to do something a lot of people don't. I normally, I have been shying. We're going to have to do it this way. Bounce out, go to plan, back down. All right, and we'll back out just a tad. What we're going to do is step through the plan here real quick. So go to legs, and we're going to click the step button. Airbus, you'd have been doing the up-down arrows to go this way. Oh, wait, still not right. Yeah, let's go 40. What I was trying to do is make it easy on both of us. Okay, so I'm going to be also monitoring our departure. So first fix is 700, BL 700, BL 707, and we can just step through it. And on the display, it'll show if we get caught with a discontinuity. There's Posey. Is that after Gross? Yes, it is. Okay, so we're looking good so far. Posse, Mario, Circo, Ronnie, Ronco, Josvi, and they center basically. Turnpoo, PPN, and Poo-Poo. No, Malub and Segan. All right, now this is going to bring us into our arrival. Current plan is 3-0. And again, let me bring charts in real quick. We'll plan that out. I like showing this is a great utility. If you don't have it, it really is something to think about. I am thinking about buying the 747-200 cargo, and it's good for what I do. But charts, I already bought several years ago, the subscriptions, and keep going with them. This is more important than an airplane. This gives you access to the most up-to-date charts that VATSIM wants us running under. if you're going to play on VATSIM. If you're not, it doesn't matter. But if you are, play by the rules because they will boot you. So getting the right charts and that updating your FMCs, those are all really smart things to be doing, because when they tell you go direct SIGIN, you better hope it's on your chart so you know where you're going. All right, anyway, off that, so we're going to be on the Seagull 1 Lima from SIGIM, but we need an approach. Now, right now, we're planning runway 30. See how it says approaches connecting to 130? There are 175 different approaches into this airport. Now, by us saying that, it's 5 onto runway 30. VOR, a couple of ILSs, a couple of localizers. Let's look at Yankee. Let's just first look at the chart. I kind of like that one. Let's look at Zulu. There's not much difference except for that hold. Let's do the Yankee. All right, now, I forgot what our last fix was. SIGIM, no, off the arrival, my bad. Let's go back. Oh, I'm sorry, let's just look here and let's put that one on. No, they don't line up actually. Wow. So we'll be joining it about BB 901. Okay. Pretty simple. Actually, I could remove it. Oh, 10 approaches. My bad. I thought I saw, oh, that was the departures. And there, we'll just go final. Still, anyway, you get the point. So what we're going to have to do, little modification. One last look here. We're in VFR. Ooh, the weather has changed. Overcast 1600 at Bilbao. Why didn't we see that? Huh, okay. I completely blew right over that in Sim Toolkit. Wow. All right, so we'll be doing what I like to do is just go to the departure page, go here, select, we're doing ILS, back it up, Yankee on 30, and coming in, I don't know yet, let's look. You know what? Let's just do the 3 kilo. Why? Because if you, well, you're able to see it. SIGIM, here, let me really blow it up here. SIGIM, 10,000 or higher, BB 901, UVAC. Okay, so if we look over here, that means from here to here to here, and we already know UVAC is right about where we needed to be. All right, so we'll pull that up. Yeah, that's what we want. All right, so Seagull, standby 3K, right? Execute. Now let's, I'm going to zoom in a little. Sorry. Now I need to zoom in. Okay, get rid of charts. And this is why my flights take a little longer than most. Now you see the discontinuity here. We'll get to that. So we've executed legs. Now we got to go back. Well, let's just go Seagum. Okay, there's BB901 and UVIC. Okay, CF is going to go here. That'll close it up right for the ILS. Boom, in we go. Of course, we'll be vectored, so, you know, it's how it is. All right, now, real quick, looking at our chart, and I'm not going to bring it up for this. Missed approach is going to take us vectoring. Okay, so if we go miss, technically, we may or may not ever hear from a controller again. All right, so that sets the route in place. Let's go back to map. I'm going to keep it at 20 right now on that side and go back and get ready to do the performance. Let's get the plane loading. Let's get the APU up. Okay, and we'll wait on it. So far, I think timing-wise, I think it's pretty good. Okay, probe heat, anti-ice, electric pumps off, hydraulic pumps or engines on, fuel pumps all off, trim air, reset. Okay, everything's good to this point. APU's spooling up. We're getting ready to do performance. All right, I think so far it seems pretty accurate. Now, I'm not a 737 real world pilot, so I can't 100% say it's accurate. But it's a lot better than any other plane I fly and how long it takes the APU to spool. Okay, so we're on the APU gen. Let's go ahead, click and click. APU on. Oh yeah, we got a great sound mod here. All right. Now that we've got our route, let me see how we're doing on that commercial break. We got a few seconds. We'll wait for the commercials to end and then we'll truck on here. But we're about ready to go, folks. So I hope y'all are ready. Oh, and I don't think we have a controller anymore. Oh, that's just not cool. Oh well, That's welcome to VATSIM, folks. It can be like they think it's multiplayer, and I don't know why they just don't do it as multiplayer. And if you're in X-Plane, there are ways to do it. It just not as easy as others. All right, we're up to 10%. Let's go in and do the perf init. All you got to do is just like Zebo, click request. And load. Now there'll be no accept here. All it's doing is just loading what's in the aircraft. All right, so cruise altitude 27. That does not sound right. Okay, we're starting at 27. Okay. And for today's flight, we're looking at let's put 7. All right. Now for this, I'm just using SimBrief. Takeoff options, calculate. Make sure it's runway 6 right. That's the only caveat here. All right, we're looking at D-rated takeoff at flaps 5, 59 degrees. So TO 59. It'll pick one of our climbs. We'll go to takeoff, click the CG. I go to the next page. Most of you will not. That's fine. Just show you how easy it is. There's your runway, wind, slope you can get off of Sim Toolkit. Here it's up 0.1. So we'll put a U 0.1, and then it asks for the heading of the runway 064. Last question, is the runway dry, wet, or contaminated? Pretty tough one. Oh, wait. And we're dry. It's 59, confirm. Dum-ba-dum-ba-dum. Oh, that's our select 8 degrees outside. Okay, go back, put in our flap, click, and 139, 139, 146. How close? Not bad. They want us 146. I like that number better. And then we can go off, and then you don't have to worry about it. To the middle. Oops. Okay, runway heading 064. Uh, 146. Plus 10. All right. Departure. Initial climb to 6,000 since we don't have the controller anymore. Ooh, we really overshot. All right, and flight directors on. Auto throttle off. We've got our everything set. Reset our fuel. Minimums. Okay, minimums to 400. Barometric here is 1017. 17, 400. All right, and okay, landing gear lever down, 3 green. Speed brakes down, flaps up. Thrust levers closed. Takeoff configuration alarms good. Parking brake is set. Trim 5.5. Okay. And yaw damper can come on. As the passengers continue to board. Hang on a second, I'm checking something here. Okay, hopefully Twitch will deal with the individual that's doing evading a ban. All right, so let's get ready to go. Just about. I wonder what that guy would have done if I came up for my clearance.
Alright, we've got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
Fox, this is Captain speaking. We're just in final preparation here for...
Ground copy. Please, show me where you want to go. Ground to cockpit. Tau is driving up. Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect. Tau connected and bypass being inserted. Release parking brake.
All right, here we go.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Pumps are on. Packs are off.
If needed, flush the principal form from the compartment overhead to activate the flow box to pull down on the mask and ensure the plastic tube is fully fitted. Place the mask over your nose and mouth and breathe properly. Secure the mask with the elastic strap. Although oxygen will be flowing from the back and not fully inflate. Continue wearing the mask until otherwise notified by a crew member. If you are traveling with children or anyone needing special assistance, always put your mask on first.
Pretty cool engine noises, aren't they? Okay, we're stable. We cleared to start engine 1. Raj. Engine 1 turning. Wish I could hang there.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Okay, brake set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by. Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. And signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
All right, thanks for the pushback there, better pushback. And by the way, X-Plane users, if you don't have it, shame on you. It's free, and it is much better than default.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
And we're good to set flaps to 5. All right, here we go. All right, let's make sure our fuel pumps are indeed all on. AC/DC switched over as soon as I... Probe heat's on. Isolation valve up. Packs on. APU bleed off. Okay, we're on the gens. Bleed off. Okay. APU off. Okay, flaps are indeed at 5. Auto brake, we're gonna set RTO. And here we go. At Barcelona traffic, Ryanair, 1426, taxi to 6 right. Like I said, either way, a little bit of a taxi. So you ready to go fly? Let's go do it. Let's see how we're doing time-wise. Oh, we're doing pretty good. But if y'all are ready, we're going to do a rolling takeoff. Barcelona ground. We'll be ready 6 right, Ryanair 1496 or 1426, sorry. My test flight yesterday with, oh, what's going on here with Sim Toolkit? Yesterday's flight was incredible. All right, Barcelona Tower, Ryanair 1426, ready to go. All right, you're clear for takeoff, runway heading. Ryanair 1426.
$80. V1 rotate. Positive right. Gear up. $400. $1,000.
Now let me know if those engines are too loud. Hey, Hawker, welcome in. Perfect sound level, I hear. I did a good job tonight, huh? Oh, dang it, I did it again. Sorry, folks. And you're welcome, Mr. Hawk. Hey, folks, if you're into something, you just love to turn to a channel and just not sure what you're going to see or hear, check out my friend Hawker125. He is a flight simmer. Not very often, but he could also play drums, play games, play who knows what. So check him out. You were 2 updates behind. Well, you're going to have to update LevelUp to version 2, stage 1, as well as your Zibo, because it is compatible with LevelUp. Here's how you can find out, folks, hang on a second, what you're running in LevelUp. Whereas in Zibo up here, you have a question mark here. It's an exclamation mark. We're in version 2, stage 1. And we do have the latest Zibo update. Radars, everything in here. The only thing I think I need to turn on or add or something is the ground service equipment. And I got to consult some streamers or some videos, what I need to do for that. I don't know if I have to turn it on, because last time I did it, bad things happened. Now, a couple differences between LevelUp and Zibo. We have an 800, so does Zibo. We're flying what Zibo's 800 is like. However, Zibo, you have the option for passengers. Last I checked, you do not in LevelUp. No. And you get a beautiful cabin. Now, if you go to the Discord channel for LevelUp, I'm going to say they're going to tell you the version 1 liveries are not compatible. Let me use the right terminology. Streamer yesterday was flying with them just fine. So I don't want to go out on a limb. I'm gonna say go to the Level Up, look towards the top of their Discord channel. You're gonna see liveries. Those for sure are compatible. Oh, it won't take long for the rest of the world to catch up. But yesterday, flying this plane felt like flying the old aircraft I used to, the old Cessnas and Pipers, and just, oh, like a glove. I was like, what? So hopefully that doesn't make me too confident in flying it, hand flying it today. And no, the autopilot. Mr. Otto has control of the plane. Okay, flaps are up. And we didn't talk about it, but today's alternate, in case we want to go fly to it, which I don't want to. Oh, wow. It's a long way away. Airport's LEZG, and that is Zaragoza, Spain. I think I clicked right. There we go. I guess Ryanair doesn't have the heads-up displays. Nope. Yeah, Prat PT6, welcome in, sir. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Version 2, yes, sir. All right, cover your ears. Here it comes. That's actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be. And yes, PT6 it is, version 2. Beautiful plane. Great job they've done. And it's updated with the latest version from SIBO. Very hesitant to put that in when it says on the Zibo site. Hang on, where'd you go? Did I close it again? Oh, there it is. On the Zibo site, it's saying this update is reported to be compatible, and then the next bullet, I have not tested it myself. We're going with is reported, and it seems to be doing fine. So I know I'm a day late, dollar short. A lot of people have already gotten streamed it, flew it, enjoyed it. You know, it's that thing called work. Off to Bozeman? Is that Bozeman, Montana? Nice. I'm here to tell you, the sounds calling Zibo. Zibo calling Zibo. Could you please put these sounds in your airplane? Yeah, these are phenomenal. I know you've got a lot on your plate. Don't pay attention to that, Captain. Oh, great. Center now came up. Are you serious? All right, well, let's be nice, be cordial. Something along those lines. Barcelona Control, Ryanair 1426 with you, flight level 260. And so much for the controller. Wow, we ate up a pretty good chunk of real estate there. That's good. As we all know, flight sim aircraft are notorious for that not being. Well, Prat PT6, thanks for the 100 bits. We sure appreciate it. Much appreciated indeed. Got the dance going. Oh, thanks for another 100 bits. We sure appreciate it. Now, I wasn't thinking about this. Obviously, I have set the time back only to 3 o'clock. You know, we could be doing a sunset arrival. Uh-oh, hype train. Watch out. Here it comes. It's biddy night. There's another 100 from Hawker. The train hopefully is pulling out. Woo-woo is right. What do we need here? Oh, by the way, while we're on the topic, we just had those of you here on Twitch, if you didn't catch it, you want to make someone's day. You missed out on Christmas, but you want to make, you know, a difference in someone's day. Right now, if you gift 5 subs here on Twitch or more, until January 2nd, you get 35% off. So, something to consider if you were wanting to make some people's days here. That way they won't have to endure the commercials. You support the channel in a better, bigger way than through Turbo. And I'll tell you right now, Flying with Mike would love you to. But I don't sit here preaching it. No. It's your call on how you decide to take care of your money. And I just gifted a sub to Ashley B772, so trying to keep the hyper train going. Need 2 more subs or a whole lot more biddies. We're halfway there, folks. And a minute and a half to go. All right, I need to do a little thing called fly my plane, 93 miles. All right. All right, currently the weather at Bilbao is ceiling 1,800 feet, 8 degrees, 6 degree dew point, and visibility greater than 9,999 meters. Cool. ILS sounds like a good choice. So let's get that programmed in here real quick. Oh, it's been a while since I've used this one. Just in case. What are we going? 110.3. Heading 296. All right, actually, I think there is there a VOR or something here at Bilboa? $17.65. Okay, I'm gonna set that up on Nav2 as well. For now, waiting to see how weather really appears when we get there. All right, well, looks like the hype train came to an end with 300 biddies and a gift sub, along with a partridge in a pear tree. But glad you all enjoy. That was just great. Always love the hype trains when they fire up. So let's just keep going for the northern coast of Spain, and we're gonna find out what changed. I know the terminal is more like it, but beyond that, I don't know. That's true. I do like trains, period. Yep, that's correct, Hawker. Actually, you'll find that I like a lot of different transportation things. I find barges and ships also fascinating, along with trains are amazing. But airplanes top it all. Alrighty, alrighty. See if we have any, oh yeah, we can still do it. We have an A321, 84 miles away. He's behind us, headed for Barcelona. Nope, not able to see the contrails of ours. But anyway, there is the cool ABC camera, a better camera. Great, great program. Highly, you know, I do recommend it for y'all. I think it's, this is pretty cool. Oh, I can't do that. Sorry, folks. Now, if you weren't around for yesterday's flight, up and they're not nearby, we got to follow the carrier a little bit. It's pretty cool. All right, I'll be nice. Definitely looking like a sunset arrival. All right, folks, it is getting close. Many parts of the world, it's New Year's Eve. Happy New Year. And what plans do you have tonight? Interesting survey I showed, or I saw, sorry. Not as many people planning to stay up to midnight, at least in the U.S. Obviously, the U.S. news, while they say they cover the world a lot, sometimes they get lost in the U.S. And, well, actually, they get lost, period. But, oh, Hawker's gonna rock out and stay up. Game on. Not sure what we're gonna do yet. I'm getting off work that day, so that puts a little crimp in it where I'm usually a little ready to conk out at 9-10 o'clock. Who knows, though? Who knows? I'll have to wait and see what the overall game plan is with the boss, CEO, and wifey of Flying with Mike. But yeah, the survey said something like 59% of America will be up for the ball. Then they broke it down by age group, and us old folks, yeah, we were headed to bed 9-10 o'clock. Young folk were staying up 2, 3, 4 in the morning. No. Well, if you're, you know, and here's the saddest epitaph of all that goes on, and I don't mean to make light of New Year's Eve. The ball drop in New York City. My sister has been to once a couple of times. I think once for sure, maybe two. Anyway, since the attempted bombing of it not many years, a few years back, basically when you get there, you don't leave. You can't leave. And then secondly, I've heard bathrooms are a pretty tough commodity, so it's not as dreamy as people think. I'm gonna go to New York City and watch it. You will for a very long time. So welcome to, and I know other countries, you all understand the word security, but I don't know about that one. I get it, but you know, there's 35,000 cops in New York City. Maybe, I'm not going to go down that road. But I think you know the road I'm thinking. Stop at descent 20 miles out. All right, so we need to come across Seacom. Oh, at 10,000 feet. All right, we got a couple things to do here. Let's go to the descent page, forecast. All right, let's check Bilbao, transition level, of course, by ATC, of course. 6,000. What do we show? That's close enough. Let's get some wins if they're available from Sim Toolkit. I'm sorry, SimBrief, my bad. And the survey says no wind data. Yeah, that's the only troublesome thing. SimBrief just isn't, you know, I kind of wish they went off of Tolus. Or if they are together on SimBrief, they find whatever server they're using, because they always have wins that update. All right, now you can, couple of things you can do here. You can descend. Why don't we? Okay, you cannot. Oh, I know why. I know why. Okay. These are buttons you can add in the settings. I didn't go through it, so we're not going to deal with it. But anyway, there would be an altitude intervene here, also a speed intervene. Actually, I've never tried this without it, huh? Or you could just click send now, or as long as you've lowered the altitude as we have to 10,000, crossing the top of descent will start the descent. And now they're there. Click. Sorry, Ryanair, we just added them. Definitely looks cloudy up ahead. 30 minutes ago, we're 1800 overcast. Now, we again rolled the clock back so we could get a daylight look at the plane. We did not touch the weather, mainly because when you're on VATSIM, you know, it would, well, in the case there of Barcelona, technically, like I said, the 25s or opposite to, I'd have to look. Now I don't know. 20. Actually, that 2 could have worked, but departure going up and down, center up and down, not the greatest of conducing. Now we can click speed intervene. And let's get down here, go to init, and we'll plan, whoa, let me look here. We are landing on an 83 or 8,500 foot runway, flaps 30 sounds good. Okay, and finally, let me get some numbers from SimBrief. Okay, approach speed will be 148 max on the brakes, so we'll hit max 3. I'm not going to go max, but if we were on Southwest, they would. Calm wind. Yeah, we're just looking like a pretty decent landing, so now, currently, I'm not saying anything about how Thursday's flight will be, because I'm making sure some things before I go out on a limb with it. So stay tuned for what we could be, you know, just stay tuned to the Discord channel. And if you're not a member of Discord, here's an invite. Love to have you in there. And we'll try to give as much notice as possible for New Year's Day and New Year's Eve. So if we decide to try something.
1,000 to go.
All right. Here we go.
Thousand to go. Gear up.
All right. Bilboa traffic, Ryanair 1426 on the ILS 30, approximately 16 miles out. Yeah, we used the landing gear to help us slow down. Okay, there's flaps 10. Now the gear's going out for approach. Hope you've enjoyed. This is a rather short flight. Yes, 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 indeed. And I hope you've enjoyed it. This will be the only one tonight. Just because I won't be able to stay awake much as we get closer to 9 o'clock. Okay, flaps going to 20. That does not look like... Okay, flaps 25, flaps 30. Okay, auto brake set, gears 3 green. Flaps 30, spoilers need to come in. And armed. And Bilbao traffic, Ryanair 1426, 5 mile final 30. Ah, just up to speed, huh? Flying on the tire. All right. Remember, 1800 is up. Looks like we are.
Right slope. Right slope.
One 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
$80.
Welcome to Bilbao. That's a little bit of a hill to get up. Alright, so you guys out there familiar with this airport will have to tell me, other than the obvious teaser that X-Plane used as to what's the next airport they're updated. That terminal to the left there, that spire, yeah, that's the big thing that they teased us with. Well, I see some fire trucks sitting out on the ramp there. Now, the last airport they did was Dubai, good Lord, 3.0, I think it was, maybe 2.0. It was pretty good what they did. I really don't know here. Jetways look kind of neat. All right, we're into blocks. Thanks for being a part today. Sure appreciate it. Hawker, thanks for joining us. We sure appreciate it. We're going to look at the landing here in a minute. Let me switch views here, turn that off. That on, maybe. There we go. All right, checklist time. Alright, probe heat, state trim set to 4, APU up and running, has it now. Weather radar off, parking, air bleed on. Fastens, well, let's just go ahead and shut the engines down. That was a very fun flight. See if the jetway moves. All right, and it sounds like smart cars filed. Oh, there comes the jetway. All right, let's quickly, while the jetway comes in, get over here, see what Mac Air has us at. 265 feet a minute. We'll take it. Sold to the pilot, Ryanair. All right. So I hope you enjoyed. Let's just do that. Engine levers, transponder to standby. Fuel pumps. Oh, come on. Thank you. There we go. And Great landing. Thank you for that, Mr. LevelUp. And we are deplaning. All right, let's get to the numbers. So we knew Millennium Aviation shows us at 265. How about, I'm going to say LevelUp, pretty close to that. Sim Toolkit, who knows? Although you may know, because that's what went up on the screen. Oh, I got the wrong LevelUp. There we go. All right, so you can see where we took off. Now I'm going to zoom in here because this is kind of cool. Here's our airport, Barcelona. Shows you where you left the ground at and your track. That's pretty good. That shows, you know, about 3/4 of the runway. Not bad. But let's do this. Complete. Click flights. Go to Ryan. We're more interested here. Ah, I thought I was on those landing aiming bars. But we're probably, I'm going to call it 1,300 feet and very close to the center line. Now, unfortunately, LevelUp doesn't tell us that. But we did do 253 feet per minute, 136 knots, 1.3 Gs. Hey, that's a good landing. Granted, a solid thump, but you know, hey, passengers do need to be woke up. Over to Sim Toolkit. Wow, 146 feet a minute. Oh, they were nice to us today. What? What? Sim Toolkit being nice? I love it. All right, so we'll click on the flight. He says cautiously. There we go. All right, it was an hour-long flight, 252 miles, just shy of 2,500 kilograms. We know the landing numbers. Now let's see the report. All right. So you see we're on an 8,500-foot runway. There's our numbers. We were pitched up just about 3 degrees. A little bit of a roll. And look at that, 1,365 feet down the runway, 3 feet off the center. That to me is a very good landing. Oh, that was, what a way to cap off. Oh, I'm starting to really like, now watch my next one just pound into the ground. But anyway, let's do a quick look outside here. You all familiar with this airport will know the differences. I guess these are special jetways. It's kind of a futuristic looking airport. I kind of like it. Let's look at it from the tower. There's the crash vehicles waiting. Oh, is that for real? Hang on. Oh man, they have a tower for, oh man, that's one thing I wish we had. Oh, gotta hit the right button there, Captain. Come on, there we go. Yeah, this is something I'd love to have had. That way we, in the dispatch, we could have seen the operations. But yeah, 2 crash vehicles standing by. They know Hawker's coming in behind us. No. I'm surprised the whole fleet isn't out yet. No. But anyway, looking over the whole airport, I really don't know what would be different here. Dubai, I was a little more familiar with. This one, I'm not. So there you have it, folks. Beautiful, beautiful scenery. We saw it before, and it was just a kind of a square box. and for a terminal, and now we have pretty decent looking terminal. And fire trucks. Many of us need those. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed. It was a fun time out here. And you know what? I am just going to just be that kind of guy. Ah, wrong song. Why'd you do that? I pushed that button. All right. I kind of really like this song. It's very close in sounding to another one I really like. It's copywritten, but this one is not, from Josep Lights. And sorry, you're going to hear it a lot more because I really like it. All right, well, we're going to wrap things up, folks. Thank you so much for flying with Mike. It's been a pleasure. It's been a fun 2 hours out here trying out the LevelUp 737NG version 2 stage 1. Those of you that have been following it may very well know what stage 2 could hold for us, so hold that tight. All right, so we're going to call it. Y'all have a great night. God bless. We'll see you either tomorrow or Thursday. We'll see you then. Also, thanks to Hawker and Prat PT6 for the biddies. Hawker with 100, Prat with 200, and hopefully Ashley B772 will enjoy the 1 month subscription on me. All right, y'all have a great night. See ya on the next flight. God bless.